Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here, a little midday money. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of June. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell here. Listen, winning free picks. Max Wagers, though. And I give the quick winning free pick page. But Max Wagers, we want everybody to be at Max Wagers because that is the only spot you're going to be able to watch all these shows coming up in a short time. Football season is, 43, 42 days away? And listen, Max Wagers where it's at. It's me. I'm here. High noon. Let's get it done here. Morningwood, Ali Burns, 1 to 2. Just Parlays, Chris King, 2 to 3 for all your parlay takes. Back to the window, Scott and Scott. Nice little recap and a look at today's action. World Soccer Betting with Sean Miller for the soccer fans, because this Sean is not good at soccer. Don't pretend to know it. And Game Time with Nick. Tim. Oh, Tim. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Lenny. Welcome back, my guy. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. It's good to be back. And a nice week and a half off and back recharged, and we got a month and a half until football. We'll get ready for that one.
We're waiting. I was waiting patiently for TikToks with you and Ariel and all the Disney princesses.
As much as I would love to have had a bunch of family princesses with me, no, did not happen.
See if they had any, K-props for us or anything. I don't know, college basketball, college baseball rather, WNBA.
I was trying to find them, and there was no characters, or if there was a monster line to get to them, and I was not waiting on a monster line to talk to a person in a costume.
Yeah.
So
I would have been waiting for a Boba Fett or something.
100%.
Star Wars I would have waited for.
Oh, 100%.
No one else. I got to dig out a picture of me with Chippendale from 1988, the little what are those little chipmunk people? And when my kids were looking at old photos when we went down there, because I was like, why are we really going? Hi, it's July 4th. I want to go to the beach house. I want to see my beach friends. We have a car full of fireworks. Let's go to the beach. And then they tricked me into going to the airport, into Disney World. And so Dan's my son, he's like, oh, you're real happy to be there. I'm like, I didn't want to be in Disney. I said, I'm a grown man. Why am I going to Disney? It's not like I'm taking kids when you're 5 and 10 and young little guys. No, I'm a 14-year-old who's literally as big as I am now. I'm 6 foot. Well, then I was probably about 180 instead of 270. But yeah, I wasn't happy with Chippendale, but it was what it was. I like Disney World. It's fun. The kids loved it. I had a good time there. I'm not going to say I didn't. I had a better time when I'm older, I guess, because you're with the little ones. You see the enjoyment on their faces. But I would go back. When I'm going to Vegas, I told my daughter, I was like, I said, I'm really not going to Vegas. She said, when are you going? I said, I'm not really going, Lil. I said, I'm going out to Disney World. I'll send you pics back. She's like, yeah, I could see you doing that. Her wife's like, yeah, why would that not shock me? Then all of a sudden I see a picture of you on Twitter for Disney Castle, hey,
Hey, whatever works.
Let's get to this. People are going to be like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Disney. I don't want Disney picks. I want baseball picks. All right. Promo code is promoing underneath if you want to get down on that. Here we go. Let's get it done. Baseball 107 and 93. We are plus 24.79. What do we go to? I think we went 2-1 yesterday. We're going to roll out some unders today. Now, unders, we are 120. Totals 120 and 76 on the year. So not too bad there. 61%. On the season, 262 and 249 could get you 1871. And again, maybe you got a couple wins instead of losses, and you go to 268 and to 241, which will put 33 honey in your pocket, 33.32. So again, you got to shop around. You know me, I'm a total guy. I'm a more of an underdog, better run line. I did have a fave yesterday on Texas, a small fave, 102 or 103. That ended up getting there, 34 and 25 with the favorites. But I like my under. Someone messed with me I brought the thing, and I really don't like these picks. You don't put a lot of favorite time because I had the Reds. I had the Reds in the under yesterday. It went down. It's like, how don't you have the Dodgers? Well, I'm not. I say it all the time. I'm not going to come in here and put like 190 faves in there. That's not really handicapping. No matter what kind of edge I think I have. Okay, the Dodgers are a much better team than the Reds. Absolutely. Yeah, they should win. But that's not a good thing to do. I mean, I saw somebody on Twitter, Las Vegas Chris put out, and it was a tweet, and it was really good. And this has to do with betting. It says, bad decisions that result in wins only reinforce more bad decisions to come. Absolutely 100%, right? You get lucky on something. Like, I shouldn't have done that, but it wins. You're like, whatever, I'll do it again, right? And I mentioned the in-game, like, impulsive betting, like line chasing. Betting like a bad line, like, whatever. I'm laid, 303 with the Yanks, and they pull out a win, and, somebody hits a home run bottom ninth, and you win 4-3 instead of losing the game 3-1. That's bad. Like the old chasing, doubling up, the old martingale. Like, I'm gonna keep betting until the team wins. It's double up your bets. Come on, can't do it. Don't bet out of boredom, desperation. You're drunk, you're out party. Hey, we're gonna bet. Let's go. We're with the boys. Let's put in some crazy. You're going to lose. Anyway, so some unders today. Padres, Reds, Twinkies, all under the total here. Now, I had Arizona yesterday. Couldn't get there. But I'm going to roll with the under here today. We've seen Arizona be like an under team anyway with their offense. Padres, listen, Tatis hasn't been there all year. But Machado really had been the backbone of this team. And this is why I kind of came in a little bit on Arizona yesterday. Even the day before, I kind of liked Arizona a little bit. Where's the offense really coming from for the Padres? Right? I mean, Bumgarner, I'm not a huge lover of Bumgarner, but I think it's big enough line here, and it's come down. I think I see an 8 out here now. I see a random 8 coming up down from the 8.5. Now I see 8s. I mean, I got this at 8.5. So line's a little different there. Clevy has pitched like a healthy Clevy, like the Cleveland Clevy. So give me the under here, 8.5. I just think the two teams, not really offensive juggernauts. Give me the under. Reds under again. I had it yesterday, and I thought I had a shot even after some early runs. And Freddie Freeman wrapping the triple, and then a sac fly to follow that up, and then we're over in the 8th inning. Man, if I go over, someone was like, "Oh, do you have second guess your bets?" Those things. Not that the second guess, but if I go over and see of late losses with totals. I mean, it was a St. Louis game the other day too. We had 6 runs in the 8th and 9th inning combined to go over. Bullpens, baby, they're hurting me. Twinkies under here. And I gave this out on the winning free pick, daily free pick video for last night. Well, for today. Kenzie Gray. These are two cats pitching really good. And there's nothing else to say here. Gray's pitching phenomenal. I mean, last 7 starts, a sub-2 ERA. He's got a .80-something whip, not giving up a lot of hits. And the Indians, as much as I love Jose Ramirez, not a huge hitting team. I thought the pitching would be decent. Hi, McKenzie. Nice step forward for this guy. He's got a 2.96 ERA in the year. So give me the under here. As much as I like that Twin, and I do like that Twins lineup, right? I've talked about them before. I said they could be a little sneaky good team here. And they've put together some wins. It's not like they're the bottom feeders out here. We'll leave that to the Detroits and Kansas Cities. But not a terrible club here for Minnesota. But that being said, McKenzie Gray pitching good. We're going under the total there. Hockey-wise, under the Avs and Lightning again had us the other day. Obviously, a total destruction there. But still 69-60 in a video plus 16. 56. We'll take the plus money. We'll take the plus money there. Again, these are all on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. If you want to go give me a follow there, why not? It doesn't hurt you to come and say hello. Let's get that Twitter count up. I know a lot of people aren't on Twitter, but I enjoy Twitter. Prop-wise, some winners yesterday, chipping away. We need to chip away, and that is what we'll do again today. Let's start out in Toronto with Kirk. Plus 130. And we got burgers. I put burgers. I don't know why, because I was sorry there, Mr. Jake Burger. I put you in as the burger guy. I mean, you're just a straight up burger, but I don't know. I just use that in my head because, like, who doesn't love burgers? I see it, and I think it subconsciously, and I typed it out. But, yeah, Jake Berger, him and Vaughn, two nice outfielders for this team. I thought about a little Louis Roberts again. He was plus 120, but, again, 120, 130-ish range, 140. I'm like, I'm going to go to 150 on Berger here to get it done. Mets, obviously, listen, I think we're going to see some runs here from the Metropolitans, and this is really that where's my guy here? Excuse me. Garcia is on the hill for the Stros, and, looking at his home ERA, 5.14 at home, right? He gives up some runs, and why not grab a little love here with the Mets, right? I mean, has this gone up this total all here? No, I'm still saying 8.5. Maybe a little over action here, possibly, because Carrasco's another guy with a 5+ road ERA. So Lindor 150, O'Neill 180, and Akana plus 270. Sign me up. I mean, kind of that 270 tells me maybe he's leading off or something, or batting second. I don't know. I'm still grabbing the 270. Why not? Houston side of things, I mentioned our guy Carrasco, little cookie. The cookie's crumbling on the road. 5.18 road ERA. Give me Breggy 160. Tucker 155, 3-5 hitters. I'm taking it. Two guys get homers, right? Much like the Mets guys. One swing gets it done. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Miami. So we had a couple of these guys yesterday all cashing for us, right? Garcia, Birdie, and Sanchez, all big numbers. 180, 210, 185. And for where's my other here we go. So yesterday we had, who do we have? De La Cruz never played, but Garcia and Birdie. I'm thinking Birdie was down in the lineup. He was a plus $2 one. He ended up batting like leadoff or something. Still got a ribby for us. I'm thinking if Chaz is back in the lineup today, Birdie comes down in the lineup. Still decent spot for him to get a ribby. And this is the Rockies. I mean, Rockies, I know I said yesterday. I mean, Chad Cole, forget about it. I got Garcia, 180, Birdie 210, and a little Sanchez 185. Let's go. Pittsburgh, this is really O'Neill Cruz looks like everything he's supposed to be. You want to grab some rookie of the year? Grab a little rookie on this guy. He's him and Riley Green for Detroit. I think could make late pushes here coming up late in the season here. But man, Cruz looks absolutely electric. Plus 175. Yeah, I'll definitely take a 175 off this cat. Nats, I'm grabbing a little Soto. And I looked at for the Orioles, who we got here? Hayes, Mountcastle, Santander, all around like the 120, 130, 135 range. Right? I think we see some runs, right? It is Corbin, who, I don't really love. He is who he is on the hill. But I think the Nats can probably scrape across a few here versus Wells. And I know Soto's only hitting in the 200 range, but you know what? I don't mind. 185. It's Soto. I have faith in the guy. I think he's an absolute monster. So let's go, Soto. Bust out. Can we get this average up to 280? What is going on here? Bad year for Soto. Bad year for the Nats in general. But 185, sign me up there. San Francisco treats. Hey, Morton has a 5 ERA. Are you kidding me here? Yeah, I'll definitely take Estrada and Flores, 180, 240. Again, bottom tier order, guys, right? Flores he's batting cleanup the other day. He was batting leadoff second. I mean, I shouldn't say bottom tier. Who knows where he's – this guy, I don't know where he's batting. Hopefully they're in the lower part of the year. I like to go – listen, 3, 4, 5 is great. Guys should always be on base heavy, right? Your table setters get on. But versus a bad pitcher, I'm going to take the 5, 6, 7, 8 guys with big money, right? I mean, paid off well with like your Falefas and Glebers early, and even Flores, and how about Profor, guys we've backed earlier in the year. Lower, deeper lineup guys, however you want to word it, versus pitchers who are giving up runs, but guys on base. Hey, man, 2-to-1s like this, 240, 180s. Yeah, I'll take I'm going for it. We're going for the biggies. Again, all on Twitter. Come on. Get to the Twitter stream. Say hello. All right. I think that's about it. Everybody have a good day. Bye-bye now. Only kidding. Let's get to the comments. see what we got going on here. David, I saw Dave was actually in here when I was setting up the chat and talking off screen to Tim. Hit 5 out of 6 yesterday. That is wonderful. I like to see that, a 5 out of 6 day. You can't go wrong going 5-1, Dave, unless you had them in a parlay, and then you had a big loser of a day. So hopefully that was not the case, and you're straight betting, and you're making a little money here. So you got a little Blue Jay action here. Well, let's see what we got here with the Toronto Blue Jays. 8 o'clock start here versus the White Sox. Why can't I find it on the board? What is happening here?
Because it doesn't start at 8 o'clock. It starts at 2.
Oh, that's why. You know why? Because I'm on yesterday's games for my MLB.com did not refresh. So I'm on yesterday's game. I'm like, why can't I see it here? I'm looking down. I'm like, why isn't it on there? All right. So you like Ross Stripling here over Giolito. Even money play here. Stripling's pitched. I can't really, as much as I don't like Stripling, I'm not a big Stripling guy. He's pitched decent, right? A little bit out of the bullpen, a little bit, inning kind of eater kind of guy coming in, 4 innings here or there. I don't know here. Now, and this is more like in game 1 here, it was Bears said, let's go a little over here off the Yankee series, maybe to lay an egg. They did. Last night's game should have been a nice low-scoring game. Gets extra innings and all heck breaks loose. Giolito, again, not the super Giolito he was a couple years ago. He had a huge run. I just don't want to lay. I mean, it's even money. It's a coin flip. So if you like the Jays more, I get it. I mean, part of me is like the White Sox have underachieved so much. Are they going to put that little run together like they should? I mean, I mentioned Berger down here before and Vaughn. I mean, I like this lineup a lot. I mean, what is there not to like about the, White Sox lineup here? I mean, Anderson's back. The guy's just a hitting machine. I think he's hitting like 360, right? I mean, Vaughn, Louis Roberts, Abreu, Berger. Believe it or not, I kind of like Pollock's not bad. Engel's a youngster here. I don't know. I like the Sox. I kind of like the Sox. Because the Jays, hey, they were supposed to be the hot team, right? Listen, we got Gausman, we got all the bats we're going to start hitting. Where is it? Where is it? What are they, in third place? They haven't put it all together. A lot of stuff in here. Hey, Max Wagers, how are you today? Any thoughts on Dodgers and Philly games run line? Dave's coming in again. So, listen, if you like the Dodgers, you'd have to do a run line, right? I'm not going to lay 150 here. I'm not going to do that. I would actually kind of lean a little bit towards Castillo. Maybe another under. I thought about the under last night, 9.5. I didn't bet. I only threw out like a 5-pack today. I didn't, not a lot of games. I liked, and like I say, your Wednesday, Thursday, even Sundays, tricky. Watch yourselves. Get the weird lineup sometimes. Phillies, though, I do like. I do like the Phillies. Not a lover of, I think Gray's on the hill today. If my memory serves me right. So I can see the Phillies there. And it's a rare fave, but I do like them. Gorman prop, Money in the Bank yesterday. Yes, it was. Yeah, I told you. I grabbed it with you there. We rolled in Gorman, and Yepes got it done for us as well. Gorman's another good young. St. Louis again. We got some good guys. You got Yepes, you got Carlson, some nice young guys over there. Gorman's pretty solid. Michael finally had a good day in baseball. You'll get it. They'll come. And that's why we say you got to adjust the bankrolls. Grind it out, man. You got to grind them out. Miss Danica's here, our favorite Canadian. She's asking about the Miami Marlins today and our boy Pablo Lopez. We like some Pablo. How about Listen, do I want to lay 190? No. Run line, can you get to plus money here? That's it. Run line. I'm not going to. You know, Mr. Nika. It's a run line or nothing. White Sox in the over. I do like the Sox, Miz. Total wise, I want to come back in both, and they've been over teams, right? 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 for the Sox, 8 out of 10 for the Jays. But two wild ones, right? 7-6, 8-7. I mean, how do we get 9? What do we get? 10 runs in the last 2 innings? 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. We got 10 runs yesterday. Game was cruising along. Cruising. How about, we can even go back to, well, not really. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 5 late in the other game, but still not. I don't know. I guess, I like my trends a little bit. I guess we have to look at the over there because both teams kind of hitting. Bullpen's not shutting anybody down. Yeah, I'll lean over with you. I'll go with there, Miz. Give me the Giants plus money with Rodin. He's up to 122, so it was a 110 yesterday. And again, yeah, Morin's got a 5+ ERA, sure. White Sox for the sweep, right? Yeah, no way the Blue Jays lose again. Come on. Plus money with the White Sox, sure. Royals for the sweep. The Royals are 2-1 dogs today. They got Ohtani on the hill. Here's the thing when it comes down to the going for the sweep things, Mike. Most of the time, I would have had the other team or the team going for the sweep. I might have had them once already or twice in a series. So I'm going to be up money either way. So if you had the Royals in one of these games, go for the sweep. You're playing with plus money in the series. Just to come in without betting you come in a 0-0 series, like you don't have the, bullets to play. I'm more of going with the sweeps when I've had the other team in one of the games, in 2 of the games. If the team that's, in this case, say the Angels, if they've lost like 5 in a row, yeah, you know what? I'll take the 2 because nobody's due to win. But just out of the blue taking them, again, we're going for the sweeps here. You got to take every one of these teams that are going to get swept. You can't pick and choose them. Dodgers would have to be a run line play for me, Mr. Nika. I actually kind of like Castillo, believe it or not. I liked the Reds yesterday. I would take the Reds today again with a veteran pitcher. Castillo's pitched well. He's come around since getting off the IR. And I mentioned yesterday the Dodgers had lost 6 of 10. So now they've won. Now they're 5-5 or whatever the last 10, something like that. I would money line. I'm taking a dog first. Don't like the Astros. This game here, if it's you're asking me what I like the most, it would be a overplay or one of the teams on team total over. I think we'll see some runs here with these 2 guys on the hill. Blue Jays team total over 3.5. Again, Mr. Nika, what are you laying there? 140, 150? I would just go game over the 9. Want to take the Rockies close to better lane. The Marlins have lost his last 4-5 starts. Okay, he's played a little better, but it's still the Rockies on the road, which I really don't have a lot of faith in. And again, Lopez, you're losing games when you're giving up 0 runs. Colorado beat him 7-1, and he went 6 innings and gave up 0 runs. I'm taking a better pitcher at home. He dominated him last time. 6 shutout innings. Maybe this time he goes 8 shutout innings. Why trust the bullpen? Padres with Clevenger. I like the under here. I bet the under 8. Do I want to lay 160? Run line. You know me. I'm going to say run line. I'm not going to lie. Heavy rain in Baltimore. Good to know. Red Sox line is interesting. Yeah. I thought about taking Scooble and the Tigers. I'm like, you know what? I just can't. I can't. I want to take them 120. I can't pull. At home, I take Detroit. I can't here on the road. I mean, I'm not a big Waka guy. I love Scooble. I just does it look extremely low to me, Miss Anika? Yeah. Like, hey, Sox. What's the run line? I would rather lose with the run line than say I'm going to lay 130. The 130 looks or 135 now. Actually, I'm seeing a couple. I got a 128 up to a 142. So anywhere in between. Still looks low because it is the Tigers.
Run line is plus 155.
155. Listen, Scooble's good, Miss Anika, but I would rather lose 155 so it's even money than just lose outright. I mean, I just don't think I can't pull myself to take a 120 or whatever I'm taking back here on Scooble. The Yankees. I want to take Shane Baz. I like Baz. But since I had the McClanahan, I'm not getting involved in this Yankee series. I mean, I should have had the unders in this whole thing the entire last week. This week, I didn't. Again, hindsight being 2020, I should have been like, why am I not taking these unders here with this Yankee pitching staff and the way Tampa plays? But again, I missed it. I can't come in here on an under now at 7. It's just a pass for me. Just a pass. And this Yankee team here, speaking of the Yanks, you could find here Will Hill had their win total still posted at 105. And these guys are on pace for like 120 wins right now. They're on pace for 120. So you're getting basically a 15-game hedge. Now, are they going to play 750 ball? I don't think that for the next. But do I think they're going to, at this rate, should they pass that 105? I'm going to say yeah. I mean, you have bad teams. They beat, Tampa gave them a hard time. They kind of take care of, these other squads. They've owned Tampa. They've owned Toronto basically this series. They have you're going to go 18-8 against them. I might think about doing a little over 105. I think this team short of. They've had some injuries, right? All right, Judge has been kind of healthy, but everybody else has kind of missed starts here. And this is still the Yanks where they'll pull some. You damn well know they're going to go get somebody. That's just the way they are. Gallo hasn't even hit. Hicks had a couple big hits, but he's done nothing. Imagine these guys steal Benedetti from the Padres. I think Benedetti's going to go to the Padres. That's my guess. But over that 105, I don't listen. I got an under 91. Might as well throw it out today. Tim, do you like the Mets? I like them. You like them today with Cookie on the hill?
You know how much I like Cookie. No, yeah, he's been good. I know he's been a little bit rough on the road, but the Houston Astros are. They scored 8 runs last night, but they haven't really been hitting all that well this year. I like the Mets today, and yeah, they're so good off of a loss. Yeah, 19-4 off of a loss this year for the Mets. That's why they're the number 1 team in the National League. Yeah, I like the Mets today, at plus money especially.
Yeah, plus money. I said this yesterday with the Mets. They were plus money. I said, how am I going to say no to take the Mets when they're plus money? Second best team in baseball, could be arguably best team in the NL. Guardians plus or 1.5. Again, what are we laying here? You got to be minus money here, Mr. Nika. I would just rather take the 140, believe it or not, against Gray. Thoughts on the Brew Crew? Wainwright on the road. Yes, Wainwright on the road is a 3.40 road ERA. And yes, Cards hit lefties. Lauer at home has a ERA like 1 at home. He's pretty decent at home. He's not bad at home. This was I thought about doing different things. I was immediately going to think about jumping on Lauer at even money because I don't like Wainwright. But then it's like, oh, man, St. Louis. I am not going to be shocked if St. Louis beats these guys and takes the Central. And you know I love the Brew Crew there, Michael, right? We love our Bernsey and Woody and even this kid Lauer. They need offensive help. And St. Louis, we know, number one, they'll go out and trade for somebody. But two, their young cats are coming. I mean, again, Yepes, Carlson, Gorman. I mean, you got Goldie and Arenado. I mean, listen, Pujols and Yachty, the old retirement tour guys, I get it. But the young cats here, and you know they will make a deal for another pitcher or a bat, whatever they need. Brewers, what are we doing here? It's a stay away. I like the Brewers today, but no thank you. White Sox over, yes. Dodgers under, yes. Yankees over. I don't know, man. Part of me wants to take Shane Baz here. So that's a no play for me. Cardinals, I like the Brew Crew. Red Sox run line, sure. I mean, you got a 5-teamer. I can say White Sox, yes. Dodgers, that's 2. Red Sox, 3. I'd do a 3-teamer with you. I can't do the other 2. Eric. Oh, my goodness. Orioles team total over. Halos. You have Corbin on the hill, so I don't mind going that. Like I said we had 3 guys in Hayes, Mountcastle, and Santander. I thought about some ribby props, but again, they were kind of low at 120. I was like, I'm not going to just put them out here when we're down. And prop-wise, listen, 179 and 330. I forgot to mention a record here. So we're down. We chipped away yesterday. We got a nice $6 day yesterday, but still down 36. But Orioles game, again, this is a watcher, right? Because we might have a rain out here. So I don't like that because then I get maybe my pitcher goes for an inning, then it's an hour and a half rain delay. He doesn't come out, and then that just throws everything up in the air. It's no thank you. And the Halos team total against Lynch. What's that number? 4.5? What is it? Kansas City going for a sweep. Orioles, Yanks, Braves. So fading Corbin. Yanks are the best team in baseball. I'm taking the Braves with a 5 ERA and Morton over Rodin. I can't do it. I can't bet Braves. I can't. Yanks, again, I understand. They got 50 wins. Sure. Maybe I just like Shane Bass too much. Maybe I'm a little biased to Shane Bass. It's a no play for me, Big Waves. Philly run line, sure. Over 7.5 mini. 0-4 lifetime. You know what, though? Did he face him this year? He's having a good year. Gray's having a good year. Both offenses, to me, are just okay. And the Angels run line again. Why not? You're 0-2. Just triple up. Get back to even if they got to cover one of them, right, Miz? Is that what we're doing here? Dodgers run line. Again, Anderson, you don't want to lay 160. I understand. Red Sox, short number there over Scooble-Doo and the Tigers. Okay. Over KC, 8. I could go over to KC. Sure. Tim, any college baseball today?
Yeah, we're down to our final 4 teams. I think that Texas A&M extends their series because A&M has to beat Oklahoma twice in order to get into it. Oklahoma needs to win once. I think that one goes to tomorrow. The other matchup is Ole Miss and Arkansas. Arkansas has to win twice. I don't think they win once. I think Ole Miss takes it today. So I think we'll have one half of the College World Series finals put together. We'll just figure out whether or not A&M or Oklahoma will make it on the other side. But A&M and Ole Miss today for college baseball.
There we go.
And then the under in the WNBA game. There's only one today.
Giants game, give me Luis Gonzalez plus 185. Yeah, A couple times I've gone to the Louis Gonzalez well, I think in the chat here, Mike, and he wasn't even in the lineup. And I'm like, this is the only guy hitting like 300 for the Giants, if I remember. If I remember, I'm going to pull up the their player stats here. He is only guy hitting 300, 302. Actually, Wynn is hitting 320, but that's only in 10 games. Louis 302, 3 homers, 24 ribbies. I like it. If he's in the game, plus 185, let's go. I'm gonna add. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my my one page here, and probably jump on that with you. Let me see what I got here. I like the Louis Gonzalez. Not only is he the only guy hitting over 300. Again, wins is a 320. I don't really count it. There's not a guy. The next highest batting average on his team is 271. Jack Peterson. Jacques. Oh, baby Jacques. That's my Johnny Drama, baby Jacques, his little girlfriend he met out in Cannes for Medellin. Anyway, I like Entourage. So we got here Louis. I got a Louis Ribby at plus 240. I bet MPL. 240. I'm going. Gonzo plus 240. 240. Is he in the lineup? When is he? Again, I get a big number like that. Who knows if he's even going to be penciled in today? Well, they got him in a leadoff spot. That's why. Expected position, bat and leadoff. See, I don't like that. Boy. I'm not a. I don't like grabbing leadoff guys. He was a leadoff hitter yesterday, 0 for 3 with a ribby. Ah, man. Then the other day he was batting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he was batting 6. Put him in a 6 hole. There you go. 2 for 4. Of course, he goes 2 for 4. Nothing. No ribbies in that spot. And where was he against the Pirates? Batting leadoff. Like they just move this cat around. You know what? I don't care. I'm still taking. I got a 240. Obviously, he's probably going to be batting leadoff today. I do not mind. Dodgers money line in the under. You know me. That's way too big for me. But I do like the under with you. Boston money line, the under. Again, Boston line looks a little fishy. 130. It's the Tigers still, right? 20-win Tiger team, 25 wins. Mets. I could, anytime the Mets are plus money, I'm not going to say no to. But that game, I kind of like the over. You got two guys giving up some runs. Cleveland under. Yes. I like it. Got an 8.5 on this guy. Mackenzie Gray pitched well, Markel. Pollock has good stats for sure. Yeah, I think he's got 2 homers versus him. Gracious fundamentalist in the house. How have you been, my guy? I've not seen you in a bit. Hope you're good. Glad to see you. White Sox over, yes. Texas under. I'll say yes with you there. Okay. Dodgers money line and the under. I like the under. Not like in Dodgers. I would lean money line Cincy before I did Dodgers. St. Louis, Wainwright on the road. I don't love. Lauer's got good home numbers. Just a pass for me. Mets Stros, I like the over and would lean to the dog. I want the plus money. Anytime I'm plus money, I'll take it. Plus Dollar Daddy. That would be my name as opposed to the plus money honey. Everyone bet against a sweep in Toronto game. Everybody wants to take Toronto. People want to take the Angels today. No way they lose again. You know my think on those kind of things. Toronto realized they're playing for the wild card. Listen, they're definitely not catching the Yanks. I mean, who's catching the Yanks? I mean, again, as a Yankee fan, I'm happy. They're rolling along. I mean, now they come home next week. They have the Astros coming up this weekend. All right. And I think they're going to miss Verlander, I think, in the series. Are they going to get Verlander? No, they'll get Verlander. Then they have the Oakland. listen, you better sweep Oakland when you play them 3 in a row. How about this one standalone game in Houston? So they have 4 against Houston at home, 3 at Oakland, 1 game in Houston. You know what? That's a spot I might have to take the Astros there at home, a standalone game, because then the Yanks head to Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Boston. So you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-game road trip. That's a big road trip for the Yanks here. Cleveland's a little feisty. Then you got the Sox. Are the Sox for real? Because that's July 10th, that series ends. Are the Sox going to be sellers? Home against Cincy. You better sweep Cincy. But I'll tell you what, I'll take Green and Molly because they're going to be a +2 something dog every game, Cincinnati, and I can see them steal one because the Yankees. Listen, Green's going to come in here and strike out 10 in 5 innings. So hopefully the bullpen doesn't give up 8 runs and Cincy loses 8-3 because they'll be up 3-0 and then end up blowing it. But whatever. And here come the Sox again. A month from now, not even 4 weeks, July 16th, we will know a Toronto fate because the Yanks again got 8 against Boston. We'll see if they knock them out. Maybe Boston wins some, and maybe Tampa wins. Maybe Toronto goes on a run. I think I don't think anybody catches the Yanks in the East here. I mean, short of a real big kind of collapse. I mean, let's be honest here. And now I hate saying stuff like that because anything is really possible, especially baseball. It's 162 games, long, big season. You know, you're up 12 games right now. And you're getting bullpen guys back. Toronto's tied for second here with the Rays. Excuse me. Rays and Boston. Everybody's 12, 12.5, 13, 38-30, 38-31, 37-31. So it's a dogfight out here, folks. It is doggy fight. It's going to be interesting, Biz. I mean, you know what? I should just do a whole hour on just the trade and playoff picture coming up. Careful with the Dodgers after winning. They tend to lose. They lost against Guardians, got swept by the Pirates. Eileen Reds. Omar, you don't have to tell anybody coming here, be careful with the Dodgers. Say it all the time. I mean, hi. Let's everybody bet the Dodgers today. You know, they're 41-25. Look at this. We're in first place. Yeah, they're 16 games over 500. And if you bet them, say, $100 every game, you're probably down $2,000. You know, I mean, like this team is negative money on the year, 16 games over 500. And it's not like they're streaking, right? They've 5-5 last 10. I mean, yeah, they can absolutely lose. I had the under yesterday, too. Bit me in the butt. Peter Moore, Waka over strikeouts, Red Sox money line. I think the Red Sox line is a little fishy at 135. They should beat the Tigers. Maybe it's low because Scooble's a solid. I like Scooble. Over strikeouts. Let me see the Waka numbers. I mean, I'm going to say yes because Detroit's just a bad team and they strike out. They don't score runs. But Waka 4.5. What are you laying here? I think was he like a 150? Are you laying minus 150 here? 5-3, 6-3, 2-3, 2-0. Oh, actually, excuse me. 5-3. So he's hit this in 3 of his last 10 games. So if I'm laying, right, I'm probably guessing he's probably laying 140 here with the strikeouts. I would say no. I'd go under. Angels over, yes. Blue Jays over, yes. Alternated to point. I still like the over on both of them. So Red Sox no run could be good. I don't love no run, yes runs, but I think Scooble's a good pitcher. I think the Tigers can't hit. So if you want to go no run, I'm all for it. That being said, I don't like laying. So if this is a minus 170 or even a 140, I'm not going to bet it. But I do like it. Padres under. +7.5 or +$2. You know what? I'll roll in here with that one with you. I'll do a little under Padre D-backs for +$2. It's +$2. Gracious, absolutely. I like Clevenger. He can go 6 scoreless. Welcome back, Tim. Everybody's happy Tim's back. Who do I think is the best lineup in baseball? Boy, that's tricky, Michael. It's a tough one to say because every team's got like a weak spot, I think. And they're like, oh, I like this, but then it's that.
Statistically, it's the Yankees. They're scoring the most runs per game.
I was just going to say, I have to say the Yanks because they have 50 wins. So they're obviously doing something right and just not winning with their pitching. I'm going to say Yanks just because their first 5 or 6 guys between Stanton, Judge, Rizzo, LeMahieu, and I put Glieber in there because Glieber looks like he's back to pre-COVID Glieber when he had a bad year. But again, the White Sox, I think the White Sox have a decent lineup. And they've been hitting. Their problem is pitching. The Blue Jays lineup, as good as it looks, they're still coming around. Houston, as good as they look, they're still coming around. I like the Mets lineup a lot. The Dodgers, as good as you think that is, listen, Betts is out. Muncy's done nothing. Justin Turner's done nothing. I mean, Cody Bellinger is hitting under 200 again. What the hell happened to this guy? Believe it or not, I kind of like the Philly lineup. But it's kind of, it's just the Yanks because overall they're, what is there? We can't really say nothing. Goldie's out with a back strain, yeah. I was just saying, Miz, when I mentioned Goldie. You got him, Arenado, 2 solid guys. Pujols and Yachty are at the back end doing what they're doing. But again, you bring up Gorman, Bader, Carlson. You have a bunch of young cats for the Cardinals. That's just a tough team. Corbin Owens, lifetime heavy rains here in Baltimore. Nats, Rays. Hopefully that'll be listen, I got the Soto prop. Otherwise, I'm not really heavily invested in that at all. Santo Domingo, he's a little DR representing from the Dominicano. Eduardo, welcome, my friend. My favorite Dominican meal, a little ropa vieja, personally there, Eduardo. Dated a Dominican girl for quite a while. Over Halos 4.5. Yeah, I would do over the Halos 4.5. Listen, Eric, for these things, you know me. I'm not looking to lay numbers, so that's why I personally don't bet these things. But do I like them? Yes. Halos burn you Monday. Yep, and they probably burn you on Tuesday if you bet on Tuesday. Angels, I don't know. I do not know. Not over Texas, 7.5. So you're not liking that Texas total, huh? With Gray on the hill and Wheeler. Toronto again, he says. Again, Striplin's not a guy I love, Eduardo. I really want to take the Reds. Everybody's betting the Dodgers. Listen, I agree with you. I had the Reds yesterday and the under. Dodgers 180. I might come in on the Reds. It's because I might come in on the Reds at plus 160. Thanks, Tim. He gave you the old fist pump in the back. I'm starting to like the no run, yes run, the Yerfies. I'm not a big Yerfie guy. Plays Yerfie, gracious. Here we go. Here we go with the Yerfie talk. I was checking Giants probably could not find Flores. Estrada was plus 150. Yeah, Estrada for me was 240 on again, I don't like saying stuff because on the one channels we get sponsored by somebody else and I'm not affiliated with that one. So, but he was a 240 on mine and a 180 for a Flores. And Gonzo again was 240. I know, listen, you don't got the same apps I can get access to or whatever, but this is just, folks, you can see Michael, you can see me, shop around. And if you're in a legal state, you're going to have at least a half dozen places to go. And even if you're not using those places, you can go offshore too. Decent, finding numbers. Jacques is crushing it. Does any team in MLD? Let me do this. Jacques is crushing it. Does any team in MLD do more with less than the Giants? Yeah, I've said this a bunch of times, Michael. Between the Gaussman, the Wood, DeScafellini last year, They just kind of turn guys into career type years. The offense, you look at it like, who the heck are these guys? And they still grind to 100 wins. It's crazy. It's crazy.
For the question of, is there any other MLB team that does more with less than the Giants?
Tampa Bay. You got to say Tampa, I guess.
I was gonna say Tampa Bay is the only team I could really put in that conversation.
But does Tampa do more or less because they're not spending money? They actually get guys who can play. Like their farm system turns out players. And but the Giants guys are like, they bring in like middle of the road veterans, and all of a sudden you're like, what the heck's going on here? It's not like the Tampa just reloads like, hi, we're bringing up a bunch of 22-year-old arms and we're gonna throw out, we don't need it. We got one real starting pitcher. That's okay. We're gonna have a 13-man rotation and everybody's gonna throw 3 innings and you're not gonna be able to score against us.
That would just be the only thing that I'd really have an argument for is anybody does less than more. And if you're an MLB team and the Tampa Bay Rays are trying to trade for one of your pitchers, don't do it because Tampa Bay is really good with seeing pitchers. That's all. All right.
How'd that work out with Scott Kazmir? Any old Met fans in here? I got Texas total 7.5. Yeah, I kind of just like the Phils there. I got no real thought on the what's it. I'm going to go off with the lineup right now until Kapler puts it out. He's moving people around. Yeah. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I got to mention real fast. We're right around the corner from Allie Burns coming in 8 minutes. Be coming in here hot pretty shortly. Overseas books stink. I was getting plus 500 on home props, now 2 to 150. Yeah, they are. I mean, they are what they are. And I was watching a buddy of mine, and he was on I'll say his name. So Crack was on with Gil on VC the other day, and he was talking about how these books like just automatically ban people. Like, we just you can't play here, and not based on anything other than somebody getting a win streak. And I mentioned the bad betting decisions, right? How you do things and you win. Most people, average bettors, are going to lose in a long run. That's just the way it is. Even pros. I mean, like you're hoping to win 55% of the time, And yet these books, you mentioned, they lower these things or they put your limits down. Like, who's running these things? It's just ridiculous. Like, Mike, you're going to get hot, right? Everybody goes on a heater. Everybody could go on a tear. But then you're going to give that back. 99% of people are going to give that back and then some. Right? I mean, we've all seen Casino. We've all seen the movie where it's like, he's like, he beat us for $1 million, and up in the room he takes us for free towels. Well, what do they want you to do? They want you to play. Well, we got them back. The plane's down. They want you to play. Casino tables, you're going to go on the heater and crush them. Here you go. Go get something and come back. Books should be the same way. All right, I took you for 100, 1,000, 100,000. People mentality, brain, the way you're wired is you're going to go back and double up and do more and start betting stupid and lose the money. All right, I got to really race through a bunch of these things here. We got to race through. Here we go. John Harris, Mariners with Kirby on the hill today. I don't know, man. Blackburn is the guy for Oakland who's actually winning some games. It would be A's or nothing for me there, Mr. Harris. Avalanche. Lightning over. I understand. I've been on the under for the series, so I'm gonna stick to my guns because I'm a psychopath, John. I'm a Jersey guy, but a Blue Jays fan. I think they're weird this season. Well, I mean, they're off the series with the Yanks. This one they come in. The White Sox have underachieved. It happens. Teams are gonna hit ruts, and then you got a team like Toronto playing a team like the Sox who are, and I hate saying teams are due, but they've underachieved. They're going to start hitting, right? Guys play to the back of the cards eventually. And once they all start playing to their card, you're going to go on a run, win 6, 7, 8 games in a row. Oh, Porn's back. I got my helper with me today, so he's on it. He is on it. He's on it. Jumping in so late. Orioles money line, first 3, first 5 in full game. Oh my goodness. Fade and Corbin. Tate, be wary. We're talking about our weatherman in the area of the Washington, Baltimore area say thunderstorms. So I'd hate for you to get Corbin to come out and throw a half an inning and then he's a rain delay and he's out. You know, if I think there's a rain delay in a game coming up, I'm not betting it. I don't want to get screwed with my pitcher doing stuff like that. Happened the other day with who the heck? Somebody I had wasn't supposed to pitch. It was a Pirate guy not pitching, and then the game didn't start on time, and they ended up pitching him. And not only did it hurt me on that day, it hurt me the next day because I thought he was pitching the next day, and I bet him with that game. It's terrible. Phillies, sure. Over, I'm up in the air for me. Giants with Rodin, yeah. Morton's got a high ERA, sure. Yanks, I think we did this one already. Yankees money line, I kind of like Bass. Yeah, the freaky deekies are here, KJ. Negative money in Dodgers, yeah. The best team, 100-win team is going to lose 62 games, and if you're predicted to win 9,500 games, you're going to be favored on an average. We'll just say 140. Keep it a little low. You're going to be negative money. The best team will lose more if you bet them $100 for the year. Kim's looking for almost parlay. Wilson going over again. Well, you've had it. You've had it. I'm in the loser on that one. 7.5 minus 120 San Diego. I like the under. He's riding the White Sox. I'm going to pass this because that's an individual comment. Over for Wilson on the ice. Waka strikeouts, 310 great point. Yeah, he's not a strikeout guy. Oakland has best lineup. That team is bad. Jay's over. Yes. Nicholas, he's got to be, right? What the hell? This guy, I was so pumped on him coming in this year after. All right, 2 bad years. You had COVID, half season, stuff like that. Brutal. 3 years ago, the guy had 47 homers. And then you had the half seasons. He's done nothing. Terrible. Skubal today, but Waka. Yeah, it's Waka. Detroit Lenny. Lenny, you're coming in a minute. I know. I'm trying to get through these comments. I feel bad. I can't even get to them. I'm doing my best. I had over yesterday. Bellinger's terrible. Mets money line. Listen, anytime you get the Mets, plus my yes. Dodgers, I don't like. Boston line looks a little fishy. Hit the like button. Thank you. I'm a big no-run first inning guy. No. Hey, Pete, I just I'm a guy who would just not bet it. You know, that's just me. Here we go. You know, I'm not saying the World Series locks. No. Not. I love Moneyball. I was on the other night, Oakland, Moneyball. Padres under, yes. Twins, I like the Twins under. Reds, I like the Reds just because that's a big number. And the Dodgers, it's a coin flip right now the last 2 weeks with them. Kim and Omar, good luck today. First 5 Diamondbacks under. Nick, it was yesterday. Happy Gorman Day. Yeah, Burger's solid too. Be wary of this game. We could have a rain out or I worry about that because if guys delayed, you worry about stuff. Waka strikeouts. Oh, yeah, 110. I can't do Waka. He's hit it, I think, twice we just mentioned in 10 games. Brewers with Lauer with his 1 ERA. I understand. Listen, that is it. We're up against it. Allie Burns is coming in right after this. See you tomorrow, everybody.